Greetings and welcome to Sunlight Refuge, where the name of the game is motivation, inspiration, and growth. Hi everyone, my name is Tracey and thank you for tuning in with another video. If you are new, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. So today I want to talk about mastering your purpose, right? It's been said that it takes 10,000 hours to master a skill, right? So when we think about mastering your purpose, what does that mean, right? So diving into purpose in general, right? So let's define purpose. What is purpose? In my terms, it's the reason why you exist. It's the reason why you were created. It's the reason why you're here, right? We all came here with a divine purpose in which to help and uplift humanity, right? And all different forms of this, right? Because it's not just one universal purpose, it's a universal goal, but it's many factors, and we are the factors, right? So walking in your purpose or knowing your purpose, it comes in different forms, right? Forms of healers, innovators, you know, teachers, whatever that looks like for you. And it differs based upon who you are. And diving deep into that is about when you were born, where you were born, what time you were born, like all of these factors put a stamp on your individual blueprint, your individual life path, right? So knowing what your purpose is, or knowing what purpose is in general, it's just a why you exist, right? So within you knowing that each one of us was born with an innate purpose, the next step is what? Finding it. How to find your purpose? I always lead with God. You got to find your connection to your spirituality, right? You ever just get those feelings in your direction, especially when you go into like meditation, or you just go into your quiet time, or you just go and you're searching for answers on who you are. What am I here for? You ever have those days, right? So the number one step is just tapping into your spirituality, to tapping back into the universe and the creator, to get that, that divine excuse me, that divine imprint, right? That eye opening, that guidance, that direction on where each and every one of us needs to be, right? Because we're all spiritual beings on a human journey, right? This is part of the human journey. This is part of the human journey, right? But we're spiritual beings. That's why you have to nurture your soul, nurture your spirit, right? Keeping the vehicle cleansed and healthy, right? Eating the right foods, being in the right environments, listening to the right things, looking at the right things, speaking, right? The right things, So all these things are important when it comes to your journey, your purpose, the why you're here. You always have to remember that we are spiritual beings. We're just on a human journey. And the journey is helping humanity. And it all starts with helping yourself, right? Learning who you are, focusing on you, right? Growing, looking at yourself in the mirror, seeing your strengths, seeing your weaknesses, finding your path, and being able to stay on that path, right? Because getting to know yourself and identifying your strengths is what's going to get you on the elevation of your purpose, right? You got to get to know yourself before you can walk into mastery. Like, what are you mastering? Who am I? You know, these are questions that will help you to learn and follow your internal compass, you know, trusting that intuition to know and feel what's right to help guide you through as you're developing yourself, right? Growth is so important to your journey and to elevating and walking the purpose that you were intended to. It's going to be a lot of distractions, right? You have to know that. It's just like any video game that you play, right? The distractions are what? All the things that you have to beat the level, to beat the game. This is no different, right? You gotta beat the things that are trying to kill you. You know what I'm saying? To prevent you from finding that purpose, walking in that purpose, sharing that purpose, right? From beating the level. So you got to know that throughout it all, it's important to tap in with the universe so you can help get that intuition built up, so you'll know that when things come to us in these beautiful packages, you know, the sugar coated, you know what I'm saying, that you'll be able to identify those and see those. And the goal is to be able to see them a mile away. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be something that's easy or a walk in the park. It's something that you have to work on daily. This is a lifelong journey, right? There is no stopping. That's why I keep saying growth is so important, because you never stop. There is no, it's like a limitless fountain. Like, it never stops. It's ever flowing. There is no, you know, destination, right? Life is a journey, not a destination. There is no once I get there, I'm done. Right? It's growing and it's elevating. And that's why your purpose, and knowing your purpose and developing your skill set around your purpose and helping humanity is so important, because we all are needed, right? We all came here with the same divine purpose to help humanity, right? That comes in many different forms, but the goal is still the same, right? So when you're trying to find, well, when you're in the motions of finding your purpose, these things are very important to tap in with the universe, understanding yourself, growing, you know what I'm saying, developing that intuition so you can know and trust what's right, so your actions can align, so you can move into mastery of your purpose. And I believe that that is following God's ordinance, right? Doing what's right. Sometimes it's like you get a lot of pressure, you know, to do what I don't want to say the vast majority, but just do what's out there right now. You know what I'm saying? I guess the popularity of this, or of that, however that applies in your life. You know what I'm saying? To get you to pull this way. You know what I'm saying? But just like you driving in your car, you driving straight, you on your path, but then somebody making you go this way, you can be like, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna try to get yourself back on your path. You have to continue to put your hand on the steering wheel. You know what I'm saying? I always tell my children, like, you're the captain of your ship. Don't let nobody else navigate your ship, right? But within that, you have to develop yourself, because if you're not diligent in your purpose, or at least finding your purpose, you're not going to have a place to go. You're just going to be wandering aimlessly, right? So mastering it, after we know what purpose is, we know how to find purpose, and then once you do, you master those things. And again, that's making sure that you always stay tapped in with the source, with creator, with the universe, right? And sometimes that means that you're going to have to work harder at getting rid of these vices and these norms that we have adopted from the world around us, right? Because I've seen, and just in my everyday life, is that people are becoming more aware of the harmful chemicals that are on our food and things of that nature. The importance of farm to table, or growing your own, you know what I'm saying? And the importance of financial literacy, and understanding the country that you're living in. How does that country operate? How do you take these different elements that make up the world around us and turn that into a force that can help elevate you, but also elevate the people around us, which will also spread into the elevation of humanity, right? Like, we got to understand the world that we're living in to be able to operate in it. So again, that goes back to growth. Like, you can't stay stagnant. You can't feel like, okay, I've done this is enough. It's never enough. Not to say don't be proud of your journey, or celebrate your wins, because those things are important too, but it's more of the journey, the lifelong journey. So when it comes to mastering your purpose, you got to follow God's ordinance. After you identify your purpose and you walk your path relentlessly and not allow the many distractions, you got to be able to combat the obstacles and the distractions and the opposition, and all the things that try to knock you off your path, because you have to fight for this. It's not easy. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever been in a situation where you see that this is the right way to go, but everybody around you is like, no, let's just do it the way that society says does it, and you have to be labeled the one that is the troublemaker, because you're not gonna go with the flock. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you are led to believe that because it's you that's being different, it's you that's the problem. When it's in fact the opposite. You're trying to help guide them because they're lost. And I'm not, you're not going to be lost with them, right? Like, that's what I mean when you got to be relentless, and you have to be able to obtain the endurance and the strength, because not everybody is going to be on that path. Like, everybody's on that path, but not everybody gets it, but everybody gets it in their own time at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And so that means sometimes you got to stand your ground against any and everybody, any and every entity, any and every, you know what I'm saying? And it's not easy. But God says this is the way, and this is the way. So this is the way. You know what I'm saying? And some of these things, you either got to be hot or cold, in or out. Like, you can't be trying to straddle the fence. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes messing up and things of that nature is not straddling the fence, but it's like you can't just give in and just be like, okay, well, I want them to like me, or, I don't want them to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be like, it is what it is, bro. Like, and anybody can get it. Anybody can get it. And that's just how serious it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's just on this little bitty, not little bitty, but that's just on just one aspect of this journey. You know what I'm saying? Like I saw another video where they're talking about dual citizenship. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people trying to have a little safety net outside of the country because they feel like America is, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I say that to say that's where your growth and your knowledge also have to play a part in your purpose and your journey as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, you always have to be learning. You always have to be studying your environment and not just get so distracted by the distractions. You know what I'm saying? And it's the quote of, this world is going to give you everything you need to destroy yourself. And it's true. Right? Like, you got to take the curtains from off your eyes. You got to, like, we got to get busy. Like, it's well beyond, like, I don't like you, I don't like him, and, like, I mean, that's just so irrelevant. Like, dude, we got so much to do in this lifetime to help the next generation not repeat a toxic cycle. You know what I'm saying? And just, just going off on a little separate note, you know what I mean? Like, that's why you got to take care of, like, your health and stuff. Like, you got to pay attention to your skin. You got to pay attention to your gut. You got to pay attention to, your vehicle. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay attention to the foods that you eat, what you put on your skin. Like, I understand that, you know, like I use coconut oil, but I mean, I'm not growing coconuts. You know what I'm saying? Like, some things is not in my backyard, but I do the research to find the most quality, brand of the things that I need, as closest to nature that I can find. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you got body butter, but it got, why does body butter have this many ingredients? Like, and what is that? Like, what is all, you know what I'm saying? It's like that kind of stuff. Like, you got to start paying attention to it and just recognizing that just because it's on the shelf doesn't mean that it's good for you. You know what I'm saying? And some of these things you can make for yourself. Like, I think that was part of the biggest thing for me throughout my journey, is that because I'm into like health and, and natural products, and you know what I'm saying, like I want everybody to be healthy, especially me and my family, you know what I mean. And it's just kind of like on that journey, it's like I can make this, I can do this, you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't need to go and buy their stuff with all this stuff in it. Like, I can make it. You know what I'm saying? And then you remember that we was making this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And when did we fall into, I'm not capable of making this myself? You see what I'm saying? And so, you find things like that just throughout like your journey and things, and you remind yourself of who you are and what you're capable of. Because we're more capable than we remember. Right? So I listened to this other video, and they were talking about the basic needs, the human basic needs, and they listed the top 6. Like, of course there's plenty more, but it was interesting. I found that it was interested in the order of it. So it was certainty, growth, significance, contribution, connection and relationships, and then variety. Right? I was like, okay. And then I started to think about those words and like what did they mean, right? And so throughout me thinking about, okay, well, how do I categorize them, right? Like, and then it began as I was looking through it, and I looked at my life, it told a story. Like, I feel like my order told my story. And so mine, number 1 was contribution, right? Because I feel like helping others, helping in general, like that was always something that I enjoyed doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I enjoy helping people, or just help nurturing their gifts and their talents, and you know what I'm saying, and giving guidance. Like, I have that in me, and if I can do that every single day of the rest of my life, like that will be a good life for me. You know what I'm saying? And I think that goes into the helping of humanity part, right? In my own special way, this is how I contribute to it. So I thought that was a great way of starting, my story on the things that I need. And then next I had growth, right? Because you never stop learning, you never stop getting the knowledge, you never stop, like, you never stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love going down rabbit holes. I love learning from people, and you know what I'm saying? Um, Getting book recommendations and just hearing things that's just new. You know what I'm saying? To help me build upon a new skill set. You know what I'm saying? Like a new understanding, a new level. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm on this journey too. So growth to me is what I listed as my number two. And then that moved into certainty, right? And then I list that one as like sustainability and stability. You know what I mean? Like, that was important to me. Like, my stability, like my peace and things of that nature, like that's very important to my continued growth and my contribution to the world. Because if I can have being able to give my gift, my purpose, my influence on the world, and being able to grow as a person, and help somebody else to grow into their purpose as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, those things are top priority. And then after that, you know what I'm saying, to be able to have a stable place to create, right? Like, because in the first two, it's like you can be in any type of environment and still, help somebody. You know what I'm saying? And then, but to have that stability, you know what I'm saying? To know that this place is going to be here. This place is safe. This place is a place that I can, rely on. I think that takes it to the next level of connection and growth and building relationships, and you know what I'm saying, just becoming more frequent in each other's lives. You know what I'm saying? Because the connection of humanity is like, you're better together. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't have this individuality when it comes to like helping the culture as a whole, or you know what I'm saying, contributing to humanity as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's about the relationships that you build along the way. Some are lifelong, some are to help you to get to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Some are, everybody has a different story within that. The people that you meet, they have different reasons why, and it's not always to stay forever, right? And then as you move on from the connections, I have variety, because when you get to know somebody, like, you're going to learn things from them that you didn't know, and they're going to learn things from you that they didn't know. You're going to learn things that you didn't know, and they're going to learn things that they didn't know, right? So it's like it's getting to know new people and new experiences, right? That's why I feel like travel is so on the top of my list right now, is because I want to go and physically experience these different places, and environments, like myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, so having these different like these different things that you can dive into, these different things that you can learn, you know what I'm saying, these different things that you can grow from, and allow it to impact you in a positive way, you know what I'm saying, to help build up what you have going on. And then last but not least, the significance of it all, because the way that I look at significance is like the importance of me. And that's like, once 1 through 5 is achieved, I feel like the significance it's just gonna come naturally. So you don't really too much have to work on that one. It's gonna come. So as we end this video, again, mastering your purpose is key to helping humanity, right? Everybody has something to offer, and it's up to each and every one of us to find it, look for it, pray on it, you know what I'm saying? Do the steps, take the steps, learn the information, like receive the divine guidance in helping to grow yourself, so you can help grow the world in a positive way, right? So I hope you found value in this video today. I look forward to making more content. This is very important to me because I feel like I wanted to leave a digital footprint, and I wanted it to be me, just authentically me. Like, if you ask people in my circle, you know what I'm saying, like, these are the types of conversation. This is, you know what I'm saying, like, this is how we rock, how we get down, you know what I'm saying. And I wanted to be able to have that available, for my future generations, because you don't know when your time, is up. And I want to leave something for my children, and that's what's important to me. And just being able to, like, when I go online, like, I don't enjoy the videos of, like, the fighting or how to manipulate people, or, you know what I'm saying, like, just all the I'm just gonna call it, like, fluff, like all the fluff type stuff that's out there. Like, that never really, it doesn't interest me, because I feel like it doesn't help me. So this channel was just for people who, you know what I'm saying, just need a word of encouragement, or just some information that they may not have known, or just to revamp, like, just have something positive out there, you know what I'm saying. Like, I'm building, this channel out on, positivity and just the growth of humanity, you know what I'm saying. And whoever is gonna find it is gonna find it. But I feel like that's part of purpose work, you know what I'm saying. Just going for the things that are in you to accomplish, right? And whatever that looks like in your world, do it, right? Because sometimes you find, or you think that your contributions isn't enough to spark on a large scale, but it's gonna spark for the people, places, and things that it's supposed to spark for, right? So just stay focused on the purpose of why you're doing the things that you're doing, you know what I'm saying, as far as how it helps humanity in God's ordinance. Okay? So, thank you for hanging out with me today, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.